Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your June 2020 work and career reading. I'm going to get straight into it. I just wanted to thank those of you who watched my love reading for June. If you haven't seen it already, then please make sure you have a look at that. But I would like to thank all of you who commented, subscribed, and basically took the time to actually watch the video. This is a new channel, as you know, so it's really good to have you on this journey with me. I'm going to get straight into it. Obviously we're already in the first week of June. I'm a bit late recording this, so this is going to be a reading for June. Some of the actions in it may have happened already, but we'll see as we go along and see where the rest of the month is going to take us. Okay, so Spirit, please, what are the messages you have for Sagittarius? What are the messages you have for Sagittarius, please? We're looking at work. Oops. We're looking at work for Sagittarius, please. The work environment, please, Spirit. What are the messages for Sagittarius for the month of June, please? Okay, so we've started off with the Two of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Five of Cups. Now we have the King of Pentacles, the Devil, Four of Cups, plenty of cups in this reading, Sag. Okay, the Hanged Man. This one. Okay, almost there, Sagittarius. Almost there. One more, please, Spirit. Oh, they're going to give me another one. Do you want me to take that one, Spirit? Yeah, okay. Right, let's get straight into it, Sagittarius. So I get the feeling that sort of at the end of May, beginning of June, you were feeling, we have the Lovers card, but obviously we're looking, this is a work and career reading. And it's almost about you, I get the feeling that you were spending your time thinking about the sort of work that you would love to be doing, the direction you'd like to move in with your career, and basically happy in your thoughts, happy, you may have been looking at a partnership for the way forward, or just reassessing the partnerships that you're in. But there's certainly love around this card. It's a loving energy. So it may well be that you've been trying to make some decisions regarding the sort of thing that you want to get involved in, or the sort of, passions you have in the workplace. So we see you here. And I do wonder whether or not you feel that, what you enjoyed doing, you've not been able to do for a while. Because here we have you, quite content, as I say, surrounded by loving energy. But here we have you moving away and looking back on things. And I wonder if, during May and maybe the very beginning of June, you're feeling very reflective, Sagittarius. Here you are in the night sky, you've moved from the light, you're moving sort of in the darkness, but moving forward, and there's people around you helping. But it feels like, rather than this being physical action, it feels like these were in your thoughts. You went from feeling quite sort of content with where you were in life to feeling that things are moving forward and you're not quite sure where you're going in life, and you're feeling a bit undecided, and very much looking back at what's happened previously. If we look at the Five of Cups also, this young girl here is looking at this, crying over spilt milk, really. She's looking at the past, she's looking at what's happened before. And I wonder if you're feeling a bit melancholy this month, Sagittarius. or whether sort of this was the end of May energy. Usually when I do these reads, I move forward in time as I go down the spread, and it kind of feels like you were happy, but then there's been maybe an event that you felt puts the happiness in the past. If you've had changes in your working life that were not what you wanted, then this would explain this sort of melancholy feeling. This girl here is looking at what she's lost rather than what is still standing and what is available to her. So Spirit are very much encouraging you, Sagittarius, to look at what is around you that is positive. Look at the situation you are in and what you can build on in the current situation, rather than looking back on how things were and trying to recapture that moment. It's very much about forward movement for you. Just moving these things across a little. Okay, here we see you, as we move forward towards sort of mid-June, we see you in a comfortable position, and this is very much what you seem to be aspiring to during June. You see the King of Pentacles here. He's happy, he's settled where he is, he has this rather lovely looking chocolate cake, he has his red wine, there's stability here. He's been here a while because these vines are actually growing across his legs, and he's at peace with his environment. He's sitting in his throne of pentacles, he's well established, he's stable, so this stability is definitely here for you, but you need to be viewing what's in front of you rather than what's behind you, Sagittarius. We have the Devil energy coming in as well. So, things aren't as they seem. And what I'm interested in is that it's come up below the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, as I say, shows you looking back on things, and whereas you're looking back on things and it may have been a really sort of good memory, whatever changes, this won't apply to all of you, all Sagittarians, obviously, but for those of you that this resonates with, it kind of feels like you're looking through rose-tinted glasses at what was before, all this loving, everything looking very perfect. But in actual fact, the Devil energy is coming straight underneath it to remind you that, things aren't always quite as they seem. So there may have been things, Spirit are maybe encouraging you to move away from things to be able to advance, because sometimes we get very comfortable in the position we're in. So they're asking you to let go here, Sagittarius, of something that, you saw as being quite perfect before. And they're asking you to, not be afraid to let go of it. And it may be that, with all the sort of strange situation we've been in the world, it may be that you've had to let go of a work position that you didn't want to let go of. It's very much got that feeling about it, but there is stability here, as we saw with the Knight of Pentacles. There is this solid stability, as we said, but so things may not have been quite as rosy as you thought they were before. So again, Spirit is saying, Sagittarius, please, please stop dwelling on the negativity around you, or, those negative thoughts that are entering your head. If you look at this guy here, this is the Four of Cups. This guy's very, very focused on these empty goblets, and what he's missing is the full goblet that this young man is bringing to him. He's sitting in a darkened room when there's light outside, but he's refusing to see it because he's so intent at looking at the negative aspects of the situation he's in. And again, that comes straight under the Five of Cups, where this girl is dwelling on the past. So this is very much about letting go of a situation, but not being afraid to move forward. Spirit are acknowledging that there has been some waiting time. There has been some waiting time around you already. You may still have some waiting time because this is appearing towards the end of the reading for the end of June. But, you know, if we look at this very positive line here, we looked at the Two of Cups energy, which was this lovely rosy scenario. In fact, I've just noticed there's a lot of rosy coloured tint to this card. So, and, you know, here you are in a position of stability. You're having to wait a little while for this to move on. But what we do see towards the end of June is this forward movement. Yes, this girl is trying to decide, it doesn't have to be a girl, obviously, if you're male watching, you know, we're talking about energies, but she just happens to be a girl in the picture. You know, the Chariot is about forward movement, so things are moving forward. There may be a slight delay, and you may have to be patient, Sagittarius, but she's just choosing which direction she wants to go in. What's very positive at the end of this reading, Sagittarius, is here we see you, again, feeling content, you know, valuing the small things around you, you know, sharing good fortune, you know, looking after people around you. He's looking after his pets. He's looking after this young girl. You know, this is about growth. It's the early stages of growth. You can see all these plants beginning to grow. So, you know, forward movement is coming for you, Sagittarius. There's no need to be stuck in past energy here. There is forward movement that is going to bring you to a much more contented, positive place. And here we have the World card, which shows that the things that you're working on or have been working on, you know, will come to fruition. You can see her, she's feeling happy. She's throwing her hat in sort of, you know, with gay abandon. You know, she's happy with her world. And, you know, efforts you've been putting in will actually begin to pay off. Now, whether that's about you job searching, Sagittarius, or whether that's about you expanding your business or returning to a business that has been on hold for a while, it could be any of those things. You will know what resonates with you. So let's get some clarity. Sorry, wrong cards. I'm going to clarify with the Oracle cards. Spirit, please can you tell us about the Two of Cups? Why is the Two of Cups here for Sagittarius for June? Why is the Two of Cups here? Yeah, they've thrown out the card of truth. So Spirit are asking you to be very honest about the past and whether or not it was time for you to move on from this situation that you viewed as being, you know, a really good situation. And it may have been a really good situation for you, Sagittarius, but for some reason there seems to be forward movement and something new here for you. So Spirit are asking you to be, you know, not to take off your rose-tinted glasses and to be very honest with a previous situation. That's it. I'm just moving these so you'll be able to see everything in shot. Spirit, please clarify the Six of Swords for Sagittarius for the month of June. This is their work we're looking at. Why is the Six of Swords here, please? Why is the Six of Swords here for Sagittarius? Yeah, they don't want you worrying. We have the Suffering in Silence card. And again, this sort of feeling is coming up with several of these cards. Again, this lady is sitting on a rock and only viewing the light from a distance. What Spirit is saying to you, Sagittarius, is there's no reason for you to view it from a distance. You can move towards it. You can leave the past behind you safely and move towards the sun. You know, you can move towards the things that are good in life. So don't be afraid, basically. Looking at the Five of Cups, please, Spirit. What else can you tell us about the Five of Cups? Yeah, there's success here for you, you know. If you can clear the thinking, this is the triumphant success card, as it says. But this sword is very significant here because sword cards generally are around clarity of thinking, you know. So again, Spirit is saying, you know, don't get stuck in this past energy. Think more clearly about the options that you've got at the moment, Sagittarius, because that really is going to help you move forward in June. Some of this process may have already started because we are already into the first week of June. So what is the King of Pentacles doing here, please, Spirit? Yeah, you can be feeling a lot better. You know, as we said, this you have the card of harmony that's been brought out to clarify. This king is happy with his lot. He's very stable. He's been in this position for a while, you know, and you can bring this harmony back into your life, Sagittarius. There's nothing for you to worry about here. You know, it's about embracing the changes that are happening around you at the moment. Why is the Devil card here, please? Why is the Devil card here, please? Okay, we have 2 cards here. Okay, so in order to clarify the Devil card, they've given us choose wisely. And this is what I said before, you know, there may well be, you know, offers around you that aren't as they seem. This guy is coming in with his ice cream and his money, trying to entice you into a situation. But it's also about, you know, maybe your memories of things aren't quite as you thought they were. Again, taking off these rose-tinted glasses. You know, this is your opportunity. Maybe these changes have happened for a reason because they've thrown through the card of destiny. So, you know, maybe although these changes may have come at a time where you weren't expecting them, Sagittarius, maybe this is your destiny and it's the way you need to move forward. But they are saying, you know, there are going to be options for you and they're just asking you to choose wisely. You know, don't jump into anything that seems too good to be true. Just make some wise choices along the way. But they are asking you to come out of this negative energy. Yeah, I mean, that was a very quick card that came out of the pack. Spirits sometimes work ahead of me. I have to catch up. You know, here you are sort of, as I say, focusing quite negatively. They're asking you not to put obstacles and challenges in your way, Sagittarius. You know, yes, this may be a challenging situation you're facing at the moment. And as I said, not all Sagittarians will be going through this at the same time. But for those of you who are, this is a very clear message that's coming up from Spirit today. And they're saying, don't put any more obstacles in your way. You know, you don't need them. You have cups available. You have a table full of lovely things available over here. You just need to open your eyes to be able to see them, Sagittarius. You know, that will lead you to much happier places. What's happening with the Hanged Man, please, Spirit? Why is the Hanged Man here? Why is the Hanged Man here? Whoa. I don't know, they want 2? Yeah, they want 2. Okay, so the Hanged Man is here. You feel like you've been waiting around. There's a little bit more waiting time to come, but this will lead to change. This will lead to transformation for you. So, you know, this is, and how much more positive can we get? Because here we have the fulfillment of wishes. So it may be frustrating for you, Sagittarius, to be in this waiting time, to feel like you can't move things forward at the speed you want to, but it's necessary to lead to this transformation and knowing that your wishes are going to be fulfilled. And I'm excited to know what clarifier we're going to get for the Chariot, because they're already telling us that this waiting time was necessary. So let's see, what is the Chariot here for, please, Spirit? What is the Chariot here for? Woo! Okay, they're throwing up the card of light. So they're saying, yes, things are going to move forward. Spirit are well aware that this is your time to shine, Sagittarius. So we're looking at towards the end of June, you know, it is your time to step forward. It is your time to sort of be back in the limelight, so to speak. I don't mean, you know, you're suddenly going to start performing on stage. I just mean this is your time to shine in whatever field you're working in. And this, you know, will move forward at a good pace. So yes, you may have a bit of a waiting time, but things will move. So don't feel that you're going to get stuck, and they're going to move in this good direction, because this change is going to bring you fulfillment. We've already seen, they brought up the fulfillment card, but we also saw that we're heading for the World card, which was about your wishes being fulfilled, your efforts being rewarded, should I say. Please show us the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here, Spirit? Is it that one? Is it that one? It's both. They want me to take both. So, you know, the Six of Cups, here we see you looking a lot more contented. It may be that you're taking on some sort of guidance role here, some sort of managerial role or leadership role. I always see this man, it's a card of wisdom, but I always see this man, and it doesn't need to be a man, it can also be, you know, it's not gender specific basically, so it can be female as well. There's people looking up to this person. This little girl is looking up to this person. So, you know, it feels very much like you're going to be back in a role that you feel comfortable with, Sagittarius, where you're in a position to help others. You know, and here this man is giving this pot of flowers to this young girl. Here he's in a position to teach. He's got his book at the ready. So it very much feels that, you know, what you're heading towards is going to be very fulfilling for you, Sagittarius, because it feels like you'll be contented being in the position where you can give to others. And certainly, Spirit is saying there's positive movement forward. You know, this is a very positive move for you. So this is why they're encouraging you to let go of any negative thinking and to let go of past experiences in order to move forward. Sorry, that just tipped, so I'm going to shuffle. Can you please clarify the World card, Spirit? The World card, please. Why is the World card here for Sagittarius? I just dropped those, so I'm not going to take them. Please clarify, why is the World card here? Why is the World card here? Yeah, and like I said, efforts will be rewarded, and they have clarified that with material harvest. So yeah, you know, whatever it is you're aiming for and working towards, once you let go of this sort of, you know, negative energy and looking into the past, Sagittarius, once you're sort of more open to moving forward, you know, material gain is there for you. And this can also be emotional gain. Like I said, I can see you being a lot more contented with the cards we had just before. And these are about your efforts being rewarded, you know. We have two cards that say exactly the same there. So, you know, that is a lovely read for you. Just be open to new ideas, Sagittarius, and rather than mourning the past. That sounds really positive for you for the month of June. Right, what I'd like to do, because I've done this with all the other signs, and what I'd like to do, I have some life purpose cards here, and I'd just like to lay it out for, because, you know, we have all gone through some quite strange times, and this might be helpful for you in terms of how the reading has been today. I'm going to lay 4 cards, and I'm going to number them 1, 2, 3, 4, and give you a moment to concentrate and pick one. And you know, when we're looking at our life purpose, it doesn't necessarily mean that Spirit want you to give up your job and, you know, follow whatever it says on this card, but you know, there may be strategies or suggestions that would enhance your life purpose, Sagittarius. So whichever path you've chosen to follow, it may well be that, you know, this will help you along. So if we say this is number 1, this is number 2, number 3, and number 4, I'm just going to be quiet for a moment and let you concentrate so that you can pick one. And then we'll turn them over and see what advice Spirit are giving. Okay? Okay, I hope that was long enough for you. I never know quite how long to leave it. But let's start with number 1. So let's see what, if you're, you know, if you've chosen number 1, what will aid your life purpose? Now this how telling is this? Because this is what we've been sort of alluding to throughout the reading with the tarot. So it says career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you deserve and desire. Desire and deserve, I read that the wrong way around. How interesting is that, when what we saw in the tarot and the oracle was you looking more contented. So, you know, here's your joy and here's your abundance. Sagittarius. So don't be afraid of these changes or making changes, because, you know, Spirit is saying that's really positive for you. Okay, so if you chose card number 2, Oracle cards, interesting, Sagittarius. It says you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So it may well be that if you have, you know, you're obviously interested in spiritual things because you've come on to watch the video today, and maybe pursuing, you know, using Oracle cards for extra guidance for you, for yourself, and maybe even to help others, is something that will help develop your soul and make you, help you to feel better in your life purpose. Right, if you chose number 3, here we are, sensitivity. Okay, so it says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So we did see a lot of emotion in the reading earlier, you know, and, you know, they are saying, Spirit is saying, we're aware that, you know, you're feeling sensitive about maybe having to leave a situation behind in terms of your work and your career, but, you know, you need to adjust maybe your thinking. Remember, we said, you know, they want you to focus on positive thoughts rather than negative thoughts. So if you chose number 3, this is particularly pertinent to you. So just be aware and be kind to yourself, if, you know, because you need that to look after yourself in order to be able to make those changes forward, Sagittarius. Okay, and if you were in card 4, if you chose card 4, protected. This is coming up a lot for all the readings. In fact, I think it's been in every one, regardless of me shuffling. But this is a message for those of you who chose card 4, protected. You are safe and supported, again, while you change your career. So again, if there are changes afoot that you were feeling uncertain about, Sagittarius, and you chose card 4, you know, be aware that it is safe for you to make these changes and you are being supported spiritually. Okay, so if you enjoyed the reading, please could you like, subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll see my next videos when they're ready. Also, let me know what you thought of the 4 cards and whether or not any of those resonated with you, and if you thought that that added something to the reading. As I said, this is a new channel. It's only been going about a month, so I'm just adding in little bits as I go along to try them out. And I like to be guided by you, really, Sagittarius. So please let me know how it all resonated with you. And thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. And have a happy June. Take care. Bye.